This fasting switch ends insulin resistance in days, not years. If your energy crashes after meals, your cravings feel out of control, and you've been told that insulin resistance takes months to reverse, you need to hear this. Because your body has a hidden fasting switch that flips in days, not years, and almost nobody is using it. Once you know how to turn it on, everything changes. I didn't learn this from a textbook. I learned it through living through insulin resistance myself and coaching thousands of people through metabolic resets. This is the exact same system I use to help Becky, one of my clients, get off of medication and reverse her pre-diabetic status once and for all. But here's the part almost nobody understands. If you miss this one metabolic switch, fasting feels useless, your symptoms barely change, but once you understand the real cause, insulin resistance isn't really your body failing, it's your cells getting overwhelmed by nonstop fuel pressure. And guess what? Fasting is the signal that tells them, hey, reset your sensitivity so we can burn clean energy again. So here's a practical tip for you. This is why people feel better within just days of removing snacks and tightening their eating window. Now, before we go deeper, let me explain insulin resistance in the simplest way possible. I want you to think of your cells like little rooms with doors. Insulin is the key that opens those doors so sugar can go inside and be used for energy. When you're insulin resistant, the door gets stiff and hard to open, so sugar stays in your blood instead of going where it needs to go. And fasting is what helps that door unlock again. I'm gonna talk to you about point number one, which is what I call create an energy break. You see, most people snack all day long, and what they don't realize is that every time they do so, they're spiking insulin. When those insulin spikes happen over and over again, the cells get overexposed and eventually stop responding the way they should. But when you give those cells a chance to rest through fasting, something powerful happens. The body finally starts partitioning the excess glycogen and it uses it as fuel. Here's the part most people get wrong. Insulin resistance isn't fixed by doing one long fast. It's reversed by consistent patterns repeated over time. Things like keeping a daily fasting window, cutting back on processed carbohydrates, and making sure you're increasing your protein intake each meal. When someone applies a daily fasting window, usually a 12 to 16 hours of fasting for several weeks straight, that's when you see the real metabolic shift. Insulin levels begin to drop, the body becomes more insulin sensitive, blood sugar stabilizes, inflammation decreases, and overall metabolic flexibility dramatically improves. Here's an even faster trigger that no one talks about. Movement unlocks sugar. Slow burn cardio is one of the most efficient ways to tap into glycogen stores and help insulin stabilize. It also makes your body more metabolically flexible. Think of it like this. When you're doing slow burn cardio, which is just a fast walk, your body turns into a vacuum for glucose. Okay, this is very, very powerful because you're getting rid of that excess glucose. Literally is pulling fuel out of the storage and using it in a way your body was designed to use that energy. Ideally, you want to get in at least 3 slow burn sessions a week, 45 to 60 minutes. But even if you only get 15-20 minutes after a meal, that stabilizes your insulin, teaches your body how to partition fuel more efficiently. I'm also going to teach you a powerful little hack that's going to make all this even easier and provide you with a ton of energy. But before I forget here, I want to give you something that will help you maximize those power walks by staying in the best fat burning heart zone for your body. If you want the exact calculation, my team put together a free tool that tells you your personal fat burning heart rate based on your age. I'll leave it in the description box below. Point number 3 is use better fats. Back to the hack I mentioned earlier in point number 3. I want to talk to you about using healthy fats the right way. I can't tell you how many times clients come in with the same belief. They think that fat will make them fat, but nothing can be further from the truth. Healthy fats actually give you steady energy, and especially if you are in a calorie deficit. Bad fats, on the other hand, stiffen the insulin doors. Remember those doors I talked about before, and make it a lot harder for your body to release stored energy. So what we really want are practical swaps, simple changes that replace bad fats with good ones. Think of things like olive oil, coconut oil, ghee, uruz oil. These healthier fats help your body utilize energy more efficiently while losing weight and lowering your body fat percentages. And next, I want to show you a simple 3-day reset that brings all of this together and helps you move through the process even with more clarity and momentum. This 3-day simple reset is going to be a game changer for you. So okay, let's put everything together here. I'm going to give you a simple 3-day reset that will kickstart this entire process and give you a ton of momentum. Just make sure you follow the instructions and keep everything super simple. Keep it as simple as possible, okay? You're going to begin each day with a 12 to 16 hour fast, which basically means you'll skip breakfast and you'll break fast around 12:30 p.m. At 12:30, you're going to be focusing on lean proteins, green leafy veggies, and one of the healthy fats I mentioned earlier. You'll also want to start your morning with a 45 to 60 minute slow burn cardio session so your body can tap into stored energy from the day before. For all 3 days, your eating schedule will look like this. At 12:30 p.m., you'll have your lean protein, your green veggies, and a healthy fat. 3 hours later, right around 3:30, you'll have 25 grams in the form of a protein shake. Ideally, this should be whey isolate protein. Then at dinner will be right around 6:30, no later than 7 p.m., and that meal will consist of lean protein with vegetables or a salad, no added fat. If you follow this consistently for 3 days, you're going to start off on an amazing foot. I hope you enjoyed this video, and more importantly, I hope you put it into action. And if you want to learn fastest ways to quit sugar in 5 steps for more energy and fewer cravings and better health, watch this video right here. I'll see you soon. Thank you for watching. May the Lord bless you and keep you.